YouTube. It's me again. Just out for a quick little ride. Haven't been on the bike all week, I've been away, so thought I'd get a couple of miles in. You're also alright. So yeah, enjoy. You may be able to notice it's getting quite dark-ish at the moment, and that is because of the hot weather. So I've been going out later in the evening when it's a little bit cooler and a little bit nicer. Still sort of 20 degrees, but it's better, slightly more bearable. Now for the first time in this heat wave, I've been putting bottles of this whack of a driver. Apologies for that. But yeah, sorry, I've been putting my bottles of water in the fridge and freezer just to get them cool enough. Brush it off for any benefit out on the bike. It's that warm at the moment. It's ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, yeah, 20 odd degrees at the moment still. It's 23 in the car an hour or so ago. It's not cooled down a lot, to be honest. I hadn't actually planned a ride that involved quite a bit of hill climb because I don't do much of it, and I thought I'd get some more practice in. But in warm weather like this, it's not happening. But especially, you know, not a ride that's just hill climbing. Obviously there'll be some hill ride go up, some heights shall be gained, but not solely. It's actually getting quite windy. You can probably hear that on the video a bit, actually. But there we go. One thing I do want to talk about in this video, actually, some of the comments I got on Twitter following my last video from a Twitter user called Colin Sutton, I believe his name is. That's his Twitter handle anyway. Who was commenting on some of the things I talked about road tax, being vehicle exercise duty, and all this kind of stuff. And Colin raised the issue of riding 2 and 3 abreast as cyclists, and the fact that this is, according to him, against the rules of the Road Traffic Act. I've looked into this a little bit because I was slightly unsure, and it's a thing that gets raised quite frequently in these kind of discussions, and I can't find what Colin's talking about. I can find things similar to it, and I'd welcome your comments really on, you know, your views on this kind of thing. Cyclists riding 2, 3 abreast. There are particular sections of cycling legislation and, you know, the Road Traffic Act that say that you shouldn't be obstructing other road users, but nothing specifically about 2 and 3 abreast riding. Personally, on roads like this, riding 2 abreast, 3 perhaps, it's no problem as long as you're able to go single file, to avoid causing an obstruction. But there's literally bugger all behind me, bugger all in front of me. So if I was out riding with a family, or with a group of mates or whatever, then that'd be fine, riding 2 and 3 abreast up here. Perhaps not up here, because you can't see around the frigging bend. But generally, riding 2 and 3 abreast with people you don't know is generally something that I frown upon. And I'm going slow tonight. Sorry about that. But I know people who do ride 2 and 3 abreast for safety, because you want to have a chat. I mean, main roads aren't the place to have chats, but there we go. And obviously, you don't want to be causing an obstruction, because that can put you in a position of danger. People will try and force their way past you, which is never good. But I personally, don't have a problem with it, especially if I'm out riding with more inexperienced riders. What I probably will ride, what appears to be 2 abreast, while I'm riding out of the rider in front's wheel, so that the drivers have to overtake me and give the rider in front more room. I've done this before with family members and things, and I don't see that as causing an obstruction personally, but each to their own, I guess. All of it appears to be discretionary, so on busy roads, sort of 60-mile-an-hour roads, you would be seen to be causing an obstruction 2 or 3 abreast, and that kind of makes sense. God, I really am going slow tonight. I'm sorry about this. I blame the weather personally. Nothing to do with the extra couple of cakes I've had. Not even slightly. But yeah, it was an interesting point raised actually by Colin about 2 and 3 abreast, because there are things that are fixed in law concerning cycling, but some people appear to see cycling as an obstruction of the road, with cycle lanes and stuff. But having been in the car earlier and looked at some of the cycle lanes around Bristol, on road cycle lanes, they're awful. You can't use them, so you have to use the road. You have to use the bits where all the drivers are. And some people view, some drivers view that as causing an obstruction, but to be honest, it's not. So yeah, just doing a quick little route. Probably go up to the motorway. Sorry. And then back into Portishead, because I've unclipped my front light, so I can't really be out too late. Quick spin, quick tink. Now this is the main road out of Portishead, and until you've got a bit of practice, it's quite a scary road, to be honest. But the one thing you've really got to watch out for is staying in this left-hand lane until you get up round the bend, which you can probably just about see in the video with the arrows pointing to the right, with the yellow band around them. I have a real problem finding my gears tonight. Bizarre. Whenever I select a gear, it always feels like the bike's out of gear or it's catching between them. It's really odd. It's slightly unnerving when you're on a road like this. Bit hairhill. Just have to get on with it. So as we come up here, so look over my right shoulder, there's one van still in view. Now the road is clear, we can indicate and move across. But he's just looking for that gap that's critically important. On a roundabout like this, just keeping your wits about you as you go, because it is quite fast. What I'm doing here, but you can't see, is I'm drifting towards the slides, not pedalling, going slowly. So I arrive at the lights. The amber light comes on, which means that I don't have to stop and unclip, although I did there briefly, but there we go. It means I don't have to pull away from the standing start. I can use some of my forward momentum at the lights, but that ain't going to work at this set because I've just about to change the red. So I'm going to have to pull away from this set in the wrong gear. Oh well, that happens. So what I'm going to do is just spin around in Portbury. Could have just gone around them. Roundabout, quick shoulder check as you turn, and quick look to my left. And there's nothing there. Let me pull in here, and I should be turning around and going back. Another one as we put away. Find the clip there. Oh, no, there we go. Finally, roll up this junction. And there we go. I can get my friggin' foot in. Not quite. Quick shoulder check. Shoulder check again. Indicate out if you don't want them actually. So yeah, please do comment on the stuff I was talking about on the way out. I know us as cyclists tend to have different opinions on a lot of things, so I'd be keen to hear your views anyway. This is getting better. Got a bit faster now. Excellent. But yeah, post below, subscribe to this video, and subscribe to me, subscribe to the channel, and find me on Twitter or what have you. I'll post all of that at the bottom of the video and in the description. But yeah, I'm really interested in people's views on riding in groups, and riding on main roads as well, because so few cyclists seem to do it. On roads like this, you see so few cyclists. Personally, I love them, but I know I'm in the minority on that one, so that's fine. That's good.